whoa! Ho! We have a were-dragon?
Next episode of Season 2 of Race to the Edge. Bad Moon Rising. You know, I hear that title, I just think of the CCR song.
Honestly, like, it took a little bit for this episode to grow on me. Like, not too much, but it was more or less, it was the premise of like the were-dragon. It was like, but once I got past just take it as it is.
I know. Remember when we were kind of asked that they were planning on doing a werewolf dragon and what our thoughts would be? I simply said, depends on how they run with it. Might be a good idea, it might not.
Yeah, but let's get on summary though. Summary. How do we summarize this? How do we?
I guess we can say that
Tuffnut
was bitten by an animal. He thinks it's a legendary dragon called a lichen wing, and so now he thinks he's going to turn into a were-dragon when the full moon reaches its apex, and so everyone tries to try to convince him that he's not, that it's a myth, and it's just pure
comedy gold. It's actually
comedy gold.
Honestly, it kicked the high pedestal that the Knight and the Fury had held for quite some time, for my opinion.
Okay, well, in my opinion, I think it's kind of a good contender. I think I'd put it more on of a tie, because really because even though Tuffnut has shown to have enough, as well as T.J. Miller have enough of a script to hold to hold an episode all his own, just on the comedy alone, you can't really top how crazy Dagger was.
No, but the thing is, he never gets that crazy ever again.
I know. And
T.J. Miller is consistent with this. So, I have to give that due.
So, yeah, it starts out with them testing out the Gronkle Iron formula that they finally got in the last episode.
Yes.
And Tuffnut walks in, in
a line of fire.
All kind of like covered, battered, all covered in leaves, like he's been in a fight. And he's got a bite on his arm, and Gobber, for some reason, Gobber, his purpose is really just to be the comedic relief. That's what he is.
Name me a time when he wasn't.
Viking for Hire.
He was still
episode 2.
He was still funny in that.
But it was centered around him.
Yeah, but he was still funny.
Okay. Yeah. So he thinks that it might be the legendary lichen wing. That's a were-dragon essentially.
Lichen is where.
Lichen means where, and I'm trying to get around the term lycanthrope. That's the play on the word. That's the play on the words. That's the play on the words. Okay, a werewolf is usually called a lycanthrope. Or a wolf, and I haven't watched Underworld. Okay, and it's been a long time since I've been interested in werewolves.
I've never seen it. Neither did I care for it.
So maybe we mentioned the wrong kind of movie. We shouldn't mention Twilight when we're talking about vampire lore.
Oh God.
But anyway, moving on.
So that's just the premise. Tuffnut thinks he's becoming a were-dragon, and that's all you need to know. That's it. And the rest,
he just goes so melodramatic, histrionic.
Yes, but you want to know my favorite part? All that time that Snotlout gets picked on by the twins, when the twins summon up the 5 signs of Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm. the five signposts of Valhalla, making him jump through hoops to get into essentially a nightclub because the flight man is coming.
Yes, and he tries to reverse it onto them, and it kind of works, except it comes to bite him in the ass
because Tuffnut pretty much drags him along and makes him the test subject of every kind of bite and venom. I think I'm bleeding internally. So now, even though that's funny, and it even got funnier because the fact is that we see Snotlout crying from his pain.
Yes,
we actually see tears.
And the fact that he's like, after all the dragon testing, she takes him out for a sneeze thing. I'm like, don't sneeze things have venom? I think so.
I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure they do. But the thing I gotta point out is that this is good in showing Tuffnut's character. It shows that even though that Rough and Tough, they do bicker a lot and they get into fight, it shows that Rough really does care for her brother.
And I would dare say, like, besides showing this, I think it shows how much of a higher brain function, as I mentioned way back.
That she's essentially smarter than Tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at least she called it out, like, there's no Lycan Wing. But, yeah. Our comedic of the day is Tuffnut. And with all that chicken, that goddamn chicken! Okay, the chicken, I don't think it would work without the chicken. I don't think it could, because the chicken made it more hilarious. Freaking, he's like talking to the chicken like a person, and the chicken talks back.
Kids, this is what it looks like when you're high. And it kind of makes me wonder if in the end it turns out he wasn't bitten by a dragon, he wasn't bitten by a Lycan Wing, he was just bitten by a regular garden variety wolf.
Yes.
Why the fuck was he acting so crazy, though?
We will never know.
I don't...
But, you know what's crazy? That slow-mo shot!
Slow-mo shot of...
The chicken!
This is what I have to deal with. Oh yeah, they use a slow-mo shot for the because the chicken's... And the fact is you get a close-up of the chicken. Oh my god!
Get yourself together, man. Get yourself together.
A chicken with a reaction.
It's like... No, if I was at KFC and they're about to do that, like, the chicken...
Boy.
But still, it was so melodramatic about that chicken. And...
and even Tuffnut was melodramatic. I mean, he was making all those weird noises, thinking like he was transforming. He's like,
wait, we forgot something important.
Oh,
Hiccup going to that cave.
Yeah, that's the subplot of this.
Yeah. Now the series became gotta find them all, Dragon Eye.
I think of it more like the Da Vinci Code. Yeah. Yeah, they find Lycan Wing Island, and it turns out it's a scarecrow.
Pretty much.
It's just a myth to scare away traders and sailors and other Vikings because it's hiding two dragon eye lenses.
Yeah, like two.
Yeah,
no, that's really big. Now, I didn't really get any more because we touch on all bases. We touched the comedy. Mm-hmm. Really, I wasn't paying attention to animation because I was laughing.
I know, yeah.
Well, okay, you can consider that slow-mo shot on that chicken grade animation.
I guess we can say that the animation got a little bit of an upgrade because of the fact that we see animated tears on Snotlout's face.
Yes, but, okay, how often do you hear the fact that Tuffnut's calling, I want to eat fish legs, that bash marshmallow? He calls fish legs a marshmallow.
I know, good. Oh yeah, this episode was funny, a nice way to
It was a nice breather episode.
Breather episode to ease us in from the drama of the last one. Yeah, so I got nothing more.
Oh.
We'll see you next time.